There we go, you got it. Yeah!
Yeah, Mike Tyson just threw the legend label out the window and replaced it with clown. And no, this isn't an exaggeration. If you haven't heard, the man was caught partying with Jake Paul at Donald Trump's inauguration. Yes, that Jake Paul, the same guy Tyson claimed to hate. Remember when he said he'd never associate with him? Well, guess that didn't age too well.
I think I'm gonna have to handle this situation.
You gonna knock him out?
I think I'm gonna hurt him, yes.
And now, fans like us are left picking up the pieces of our shattered trust. These two spent the entire last year faking a rivalry, stringing us along like puppets, only to pull this ridiculous stunt. The clip of Jake hoisting Tyson onto his shoulders like some gym buddy, it didn't just break the internet, it broke hearts. And tagging him best friend on Instagram? Spare us. The betrayal runs deep. The more you think about it, the more it reeks. Tyson and Paul aren't just phonies, they're the con artists of the decade. And we, the fans, are left scarred for life. What do you get when a boxing legend trades punches with a YouTube troll, then wraps it all up at a presidential circus hosted by Donald Trump? The biggest joke of the century, that's what. Mike Tyson, Jake Paul, and Trump all in the same room. It doesn't read like a headline. It reads like the punchline to a bad joke no one asked for.
People claiming that it was rigged because many people bet a lot of money and they lost a lot of money.
Let's break down this disaster and see how Tyson and Paul turned the sweet science of boxing into a cringe-worthy Netflix parody. It all started with a so-called fight between Mike Tyson, once the most feared man in the ring, and Jake Paul, whose most dangerous move is hitting upload. They squared off at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, a venue built for legends, not live-action clickbait. The result? Paul, the human embodiment of a YouTube comment section, somehow walked away with a unanimous decision win. Meanwhile, Tyson looked more dazed than dangerous, throwing fewer punches than he did confused glances. Totally legit, right?
Reason and one reason only, and that is the money. He's getting paid so much money to do this. So that tells me he's getting bought. So again, it is sad that someone like Mike Tyson,
bless his heart, stepped into the ring full of tough talk.
Paul, Mike Tyson fight.
Interesting.
Script.
How so? What do you mean by
It's just
script?
weird. It just
Like scripted in what way?
no, I don't know. I actually really like Jake Paul. It just seems so it's odd, bro.
The timing. It's a timing.
I mean,
He
it's
fights
obviously
two-
odd.
No, he fights two no names, beats them both.
I'm going to hurt him. Yes, I'm going to hurt this young man. Bold words from Tyson, especially for someone who spent most of the fight getting jabbed by a guy who made his name yelling into a camera about pranks. As for Paul, he vowed to knock out Tyson, because apparently, delusion is his greatest strength. The whole spectacle felt less like a boxing match, and more like two middle schoolers arguing in gym class. Only this time, there were millions of dollars and global humiliation on the line.
I think I'm gonna have to handle this situation.
You gonna knock him out?
I think I'm gonna hurt him, yes.
Then came the weigh-in, the pinnacle of absurdity. Paul accidentally stepped on Tyson's foot, prompting a slap so half-hearted it could have been choreographed by a high school drama teacher.
X has spoken. The fight was scripted. Everyone is talking about this on X, and the script was actually leaked on X a few days.
Tyson's legendary death stare made a brief appearance, but it was Paul's profanity-laced meltdown that stole the spotlight. It felt like watching a toddler throw a tantrum in the middle of Target. By the time the bell rang for the actual fight, it was clear to everyone. This wasn't about boxing, it was about who could deliver the most over-the-top performance in this three-ring circus.
Ladies and gentlemen!
But wait. It gets worse. After this so-called epic battle, where did these supposed mortal enemies head? To Trump's inauguration party, of course. Because nothing says credible athlete like schmoozing at a political rally turned frat house. Tyson and Paul were spotted laughing, clinking glasses, and posing for Instagram like long-lost BFFs. The highlight? A photo of Jake Paul lifting Tyson onto his shoulders like some kind of victorious gladiator. With his fist raised, Tyson looked less like a heavyweight legend and more like a dad embarrassing himself at a family barbecue. And Paul, never one to miss a clout opportunity, captioned it "Best Friends" and tagged Tyson, naturally. A scripted fight turns into best buds? Yeah, nothing screams brutal rivalry like playing frat bros at a Washington shindig. Honestly, the only thing faker than the bad blood is Paul's boxing resume.
Angry little elf. Mike Tyson, I thought that was a cute slap, buddy, but tomorrow you're getting knocked the f*** out. I'm f***ing him up, Burial. I'm f***ing him up. He hits like a... It's personal now.